Session 56, Ex-Brigadier Mustansar Billah. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. We begin with the name of God, who is most gracious and merciful. Nahmaduhu nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. And we begin with blessings on Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the last and final prophet. And we continue with our Surah Fatiha, the Qur'an summarized. Surah Fatiha, the Qur'an summarized. And in that, verse 3, that is Maliki Yawmiddin, the absolute master of the day of requital, final justice, judgment, absolutely just reward and punishment based on every individual's performance as demanded by Qur'an and Sunnah. Now, 91 Surah Shams, verses 1 to 10. وَالشَّمْسُ وَالضُّحَى بِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ وَالشَّمْسُ وَضُحَاهَا وَالْقَمَرِ إِذَا تَلَاهَا وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا جَلَّاهَا وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَاهَا وَالسَّمَاءِ وَمَا بَنَاهَا وَالْأَرْضِ وَمَا طَحَاهَا وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. Its translation: by the sun when it is noon, and as it tracks sunset the moon, and the day at its boom, and the prevailing night, concealing the sun which follows soon. And the sky and he who built it blew in bloom, and the earth and he who spread it easy to groom, and the perfect soul and the one who made it able to do good or bad wherever it looms, and the perfect soul and the one who made it able to do good or bad wherever it looms. Then awarded a mind that deciphers the evil from the right that blooms. Then awarded a mind that deciphers the evil from the right that blooms. Success is for him who purifies his soul of lust and luster for the fear of doom. Success is for him who purifies his soul of lust and luster for the fear of doom. And ruined is he who in lust and pleasure corrupts himself in dust and gloom. And ruined is he who in lust and pleasure corrupts himself in dust and gloom. 91 Surah Shams, verse 15. وَلَا يَخَافُ عُقْبَاهَا. And Allah has no constraints, restraints, or inhibitions in tracking, rubbing, and annihilating the disbelievers, the depraved, bloody-minded, the bloodsuckers. 92 Surah Layl. وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَى وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا تَجَلَّى, verses 1 and 2. It is sown by the night when it envelops the daylight. It is sown by the night when it envelops the daylight shone by the day, at the time it sways over the darkness. 92 Surah Al-Layl verse 3 وَمَا خَلَقَ الذَّكَرَ وَالْأُنْثَى. And Allah Himself is the witness, the one who has created all living things as males and females. And Allah Himself is the witness, the one who has created all living things as males and females. Bringing the above three as witnesses, bringing the above three as witnesses, like the dark night, the bright day, and the males and females, likewise the good and the evil, the Prophet, peace be upon him, the last and final, the source of all good, and the Satan, the source of all evil, have also been created by Allah to test the man. Those who follow the symbol, the model, the ideal of all good, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, would remain with him in heaven as close as they had chosen to resemble him in everything, that is, beliefs, aims of life, objectives of life, efforts, deeds, dealings, conduct, and appearance here. I repeat, those who follow the symbol, the model of the all good, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, would remain with him in the heaven as close as they had chosen to resemble him in everything, that is, beliefs, aims, objectives of life, efforts, deeds, dealings, conduct, and appearance here in this life. In contradistinction, those who adopt Satanism or Satanists follow the symbol, the model, the source of all evil in entirety, the Satan, in superciliousness, arrogance, disobedience, evil designs, diabolical efforts, and indulge in paronyms, that is, doing evil and calling it good. That is, doing evil and calling it the good, the right, who are in trappings of materialism, sensual pleasures, and above all, shirk, shall be as close to him, to the Satan, that is, as they preferred to be here. The disbelievers, mushrikeen, to live with him till eternity in hell. So, the success of mankind is in adherence to the ways, the sunnah of the transcendental Prophet, Prophet Muhammad, the Prophet beyond supreme excellence. So, the success shall be, my apologies. The success of mankind is in adherence to the ways, the sunnah of the transcendental Prophet Muhammad, the Prophet beyond supreme excellence. The misguided people who are ill-disposed towards moral restrictions imposed by Sunnah are the same people who also flout, misconstrue, mold, modulate Qur'an to suit their own inclinations, likings, and diabolical satanic requirements. There are thousands of books retaining resoundingly clear and decisively most authentic ahadith and the conduct of the companions who saw, understood, and followed Sunnah with an exactitude more dearer to them than their lives. As against the evil, the good has been delineated, given, laid out, and demonstrated precisely as dictated by Allah in the retention of the Sunnah of the Prophet and his companions. Any neophilia, love of novelty, anything divergent, revisionism is satanic. Any neophilia, I repeat, any neophilia, love of novelty, anything divergent, revisionism is satanic. And the evil is boundless. And the evil is boundless, has no limits, no boundaries. 92 Surah Al-Layl verse 4 Inna sayakum lashatta. Definitely your accumulations, earnings, efforts and deeds are diverse, differ as the good and the evil. 92 Surah Al-Layl verse 5 فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَطَاعَ وَاتَّقَى فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَطَاعَ وَاتَّقَى. So as for the one who spends in the way of Allah and fears Allah, remains subservient to Him. 92 Surah Al-Layl verses وَصَدَّقَ بِالْحُسْنَى, and is not skeptic, but genuinely affirms the excellent truth. There is no God worthy of obedience, worship, but Him. Muhammad, peace be upon him, is his last prophet, and that Allah would definitely reward the pious and punish the disbelievers eternally, and that Allah would definitely reward the pious and punish the disbelievers eternally. 92 Surah Al-Layl verse 7 فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ لِلْيُسْرَى. So he who spends in the way of Allah, fears Him, thus makes efforts to desist from evil, and affirms the truth by initiating good deeds, he is the one for whom we'll make the easy way easy of following the Sunnah. That is the easy way, more easy way. We'll make the easy way of following the Sunnah more easy. We'll help in making the pious deeds convenient for him and lead him to extreme comfort here and hereafter. Man has not been created malich, sinful, neither is his soul dirty in any way. Even Satan was pious, obedient for thousands of years. Even Satan was pious, obedient for thousands of years. At a time when Allah the Almighty, All Merciful, All Loving, decided that His being, that is His sovereignty, be manifestly established, recognized, appreciated, He created the mankind, the souls, less the body of clay. He created the mankind, the souls, less the body of clay. And on Allah's asking, all souls acclaimed that He alone was their Rabb, God, voluntarily. And on Allah's asking, all souls acclaimed that He alone was their Rabb, God, voluntarily. Allah is incomprehensibly supreme, powerful, wise, who conjoined the soul, refulgent bright light, with the darkness of the body of clay, and put him on the feet on earth, a combination of a soul that hankers, has a strong desire for Allah, and a body that hankers has and the body that hankers has a strong desire for everything but Allah, and a body that hankers has a strong desire for everything but Allah. A two-sum game, phenomena of a soul which is boundless, limitless, that transcends all dimensions, caged in a body, absolutely limited in shape, capabilities, endurance, and characteristics. That's all for today. Jazakallah. Please pray for me, ex-Brigadier Mustansir Billah.